Welcome to the meeting place, your space for clarity and action in the caregiving world. And you see, I got something in my hand, right? Well, I'm Michelle O'Neill, and today we're going to do more than just talk about financial and legal planning. We're going to draw out our future, literally. I mean it. So let's grab our markers. Got mine and turn to the whiteboard. Now, for you, grab a pen, pencil, marker, whatever it is, grab your piece of paper, and we're going to turn this whiteboard into our canvas of care. I am so excited. Can you tell? So, I want you to imagine each line that I've drawn as a thread that weaves security into our family's tapestry. And so, as you draw each line yourself, because I'm sure you don't have your tree already, just know that it is aligned to your family's security, right? So, the exciting part is that by the end of this live, you'll have a visual guide and a special gift to help you on this journey. So, are you ready? Now, I would have drawn this whole thing, but I know it would have taken me way too long to draw this. So, and I want to thank you for being here with me. So now I have part of it drawn, and we're going to do the rest of it now. So I've sketched this tree to represent our family. If you see right here, it says the O'Neill family, and this is our tree, right? So this tree represents our family, and the roots are the foundation. These are our essential legal documents. You know, things like this is going to hold your family up when things happen. And so it's important to have these things before or do at the beginning of the caregiving journey, or have them anyway in your family, whether you're caregiving or not. These are essential documents that you need. You know, things like the will, there's one, right? Power of attorney, medical directives. All those things are important to upholding your family's financial and legal security, right? So now the thing is, these things cover every various aspects of your life. Now, for the trunk of our tree, I'm trying to remember everything I need to say because I want to say it to you. The trunk. This is important. This is your security. This is strong and resilient. This are things like our financial planning, you know, things that hold up the family, whatever comes, whenever things come in your life. And it can be something as simple as a refrigerator going or a washing machine going, to having to move unexpectedly, or things, or a death in the family. And so they shake us up. And so if you have this financial plan in place, you are strong and resilient and you can move forward. So these are things that hold the family up, whatever comes up. So let's add some rings, because you understand how important rings are for your tree, right? For the tree trunk. And so these are your major financial aspects. Things like savings, right? Or your insurance. How about investments? And then, of course, we need our emergency fund. And if you know anything about trees, these rings represent how long that tree has been around. And so these things aren't going to happen all at once. It's going to take time. Just like it takes time for this tree to grow and age, it takes time for some of these financial things to happen, and in your life and for the life of the family. So it's important that you understand. Now, I will tell you right up front, I am not a financial expert or a financial professional. I am not a legal professional. I am here to get you thinking and help you on the road to get it, making sure that you have your family plan and directive in place. And so I would encourage you to go to the professional and ask their advice during this. But now I want to go to another aspect of the tree, right? Every tree has leaves. Now, the leaves represent conversations that we have. And some conversations are easy. These are the conversations that we have with our loved ones, and some leaves just may flutter down naturally. These are those easy conversations that you have maybe over dinner, or you're out together and something comes up and you start talking about things that are important. They just come naturally and they feel good because you're finally talking about something that you've wanted to talk. But others, some of the others need a gentle nudge off that tree. They're a little harder to get to come down. You know what I mean? And so sometimes you have to set time aside for these. And we're going to label these like healthcare, or things like living arrangements, right? These are their healthcare wishes and their living arrangements, and even their legacy stories. These things are what do you want to happen with you? What are your visions? What are your values? What legacy do you want to leave? All of these things are important. Where do you want to live when things turn a certain way? What do you want done with you medically? And these conversations need to be have had up front, not when it's too late, or not when you're in the midst of something going on. So we have this amazing family tree. And as we admire my artwork and this tree, is not just what we grow, but how we nurture it. And to help you nurture these critical plans, I've crafted something called the Essential Planning Checklist. Now, it's your guide to turning these doodles into decisive action. You know, look at this tree we've created. Did you create yours? I hope you created yours. Now, it's not merely a doodle, even though I had fun doodling it, but it's a living blueprint. It's a visual promise that we're making to ourselves and those that we hold dear. To help you transform this drawing into decisive deeds, head on over to the Caring Corner podcast, where you'll find on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, anywhere that you listen to, Amazon, anywhere that you listen to podcasts, and download your essential planning checklist. But I also want you to listen to it because it goes more into detail about this financial planning and your legal documents and planning. So I want you to remember, the foundation is your roots. Those are your things like your will, your power of attorney, your medical directive. This holds your life and your family together and make sure that you're strong and planted. You don't want to be where all of a sudden a strong rain or a strong wind would uproot your family. And so that's why these are important. But also the strength and resilience of the trunk is important as well. And these are your financial things, like your investments and your emergency fund and all of these things. So remember the tree. And I want you to decide, what is it? I want you to look at it and see what aspects of your tree are missing. What things do you need to fill in? Have you had those important conversations? Or maybe it's time to have them. Look, I want to thank you for joining me in this unique and creative journey today. Remember, each line that you draw, each step that you take is a stroke of love and a leaf of foresight. Until next time, keep planning, keep loving, keep growing, because you're not just preparing, but nurturing resilience and peace of mind. Until next time, thank you for joining me. Take care. Bye bye.